bit of a hot take and I wasn't sure if I was going to share this. I think it's important to talk about. I am not interested in being my boyfriend's landlord. I said in that video that my boyfriend is moving in with me. We are not engaged. We are not married. He's moving in with me to my house that I own. I just frankly am not interested in being his landlord. We had that conversation when I kind of prompted him to break his lease because again, like I said in that video, he was literally never at his apartment. He was here every single night. And I said that to him, like my mortgage is around $2,600 a month. I don't need your $1,300 a month to split it. I bought this house on my own because I could afford it on my own. I would rather him just take the money that he was spending on his rent and put it in his savings account. At the end of the day, we're moving in together because we want to be together forever. At some point in the near future, this isn't like years away, everything's going to be combined anyway. Whether he puts it in a savings account or Venmos me $1,300 a month, at some point, it's all going to be our household finances.
And what you're seeing is some women who want men to bear all of the cost. And what she's saying is, well, I'll take the risk. It could be that we don't make it the distance. I don't think that's going to happen. It don't look like it's going to happen. But if it does, it does. I want him to put that in savings. That's the same exact way that modern women expect men to think. Well, what's hers is hers. She can spend on whatever she wants. But, whatever I got, I'm going to put into the house. And she could leave me at any time. But, I love her so much, I don't really care about that. But what she's saying is, well, what a lot of men are saying. Well, it's going to be in the family anyway. It's going to be a household income anyway. So go ahead and put that in savings. And we're going to tap on that. We're going to draw on that a little bit later. You want to take a vacation? You want to pay for the kids' schooling? You got a head start, $1,300 a month. Fantastic.
What do you say to those men? Those men, there are a lot of men who, they're like, I take care of that, and I provide that, and
like
that is my obligation.
That's called benevolence.
Okay.
That he feels is his duty because he's been brainwashed, and it's his benevolence, right? He doesn't. He's under no obligation to do any of that. You are the benefactor of his benevolence, right? Now, there's no way that he personally is actually happier day by day splitting his $200,000 when he could be sharing with you with $400,000. And the whole concept about your femininity is just a load of crock, because you're just as feminine when you working as a carpenter as you are when you baking cookies. Just like I'm just as masculine when I'm working as a carpenter as I am when I'm baking cookies. I don't bake cookies like this, right?
I don't like how men be like, ooh, I like that you be in the house. I'm in the house because I have too much self-respect to be in the streets. Not because I'm doing you a favor. The places I go close at 9 p.m. 10.
Yo, you're not gonna believe this shit. That's the fucking point. Bro, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Like, that's the fucking...
Does height really matter when you guys are dating?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, for a short, I feel like when I'm going outside at nighttime and I'm going out and I'm wearing heels, my guy has to be taller than me.
Can I tell you guys something now?
No.
They have this level, like men that are not tall. They're extremely masculine and they're very manly and
because they lack in height.
It doesn't, okay, and these big men lack in money. They lack in discipline and intelligence.
Not all of them.
I'm lying. Okay, I lied. I was just joking.
Not all of them.
But let me tell you something. For example, I was on a podcast with a guy, Trader. You guys know who I'm talking about. The guy with the braids that he was like, I'm a high value man.
Yes.
Huh?
All right. Had enough of that. But the point is that I showed you these things because I want you to see and I want you to hear. This is where we're at. It's 2026. This is where we're at. It's 2026. This is where we're at. Focus on God's purpose that He has for your life. These are grown folk. This is where we're at. I just want you to watch those things back to back to back and just take it in. Because this is our dialogue. And this is where we're at. Are you satisfied with the dialogues we're having with one another? Because this is where we're at. I've given up on so much of human dialogue because I'm bored. There's so much more that we could be thinking about, doing, even talking about. But this is where we are at. But I want to give you all a bit of the world's dialogue because I know I'm pretty much in my own world, so I don't see much of what is out there. And it's a disservice to the world because I need to connect. I need to connect once again with you all to understand that the basis of life is to merge things together that are able to be merged together. Like a puzzle piece or like a baby, I guess. Things that are meant to work will not reject itself. Sperm and the egg. If it's meant to reject, it will not go well. If it's meant to go right, you'll have a baby. Peanut butter and jelly. If it's meant to be nice, it'll taste good. If not nice, it'll taste nasty. Anything. Cream and wheat and water. Porridge, like anything you can think of. Two concepts together, if they make sense, they make sense. If they don't, they don't. The point I'm trying to make is this. The timeline is changing and we're getting closer and closer to the end of nothing. What do we want for the future? What do we want for the next generation? Do we want these same conversations? Because I don't. But there is more that we can do. We can evolve. We can do so much better. We just have to admit that this version of reality is trash. We have to admit that this is worth giving up for the betterment of what is next, what is to come, what is unknown. We might not know it all. It's cool. We might not know it all, but at least we know that we want better for the both of us. We might not know it all, but at least we know that we both want better for the future. We might not know it all, but at least we know that we both believe in the supreme Almighty God. We might not know it all, but let's focus on what we do know together. That's where we're going to start at. That's where we're going to begin.